Hello, my name is Miranda Edmondson. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, what I want to talk about today is separation anxiety. Sometimes when a child is getting ready to start a new school, a new preschool, or even a child is getting ready to go to kindergarten that has never been in a child care setting, it can be hard. So today I want to share some tips with you to make that moment better. What I want to say is preparation is the key. Preparation is the key for a new moment. You want to be prepared for that moment. Now, what I want to suggest today is that you go ahead and start reading books. Go ahead and start sharing books with your child and read books about what to expect in preschool. Kiss in Hand is another great book to read. Go ahead and start reading books about what's going to happen, in preschool. You're getting ready. Go ahead and start having that conversation at home about, you're getting ready to go to kindergarten. I'm so excited about you being a big boy now, or a big girl now, and you're getting ready to start kindergarten. Go ahead and start talking about that at home. That's what I want to first of all say. Second of all, I want to say that is helpful. It's just ride by the school. Be intentional about, you finish your grocery shopping or you finish that little shopping trip and, the school is over, maybe a block away. Go ahead and just ride by the school. Point to the school and say, Susan, look, there is your new school. I'm so excited about your new school. And if you know your child's teacher, go ahead and start talking about your child's teacher in daily conversation. You want to say things like, Miss T, she will be having circle time with you. Miss T she's gonna help you, with your new class. It's gonna be wonderful. It's gonna be wonderful. So as you go by the school, you want to say things like, oh, Miss T will be at your teacher, Miss T will be at your new school. You want to point to it. You want to go by the location, and you want to just talk about it. So once again, I've said, go ahead and start reading books about it. Go ahead and start talking about, how excited you are for your child to start a new preschool or to start kindergarten or to go to their new classroom. And if you have the opportunity, I know you should have the opportunity to go to open house or the opportunity to go to the classroom. Go ahead and go to that classroom. Go ahead and meet the teacher and, go ahead and start talking about those type of things. Secondly, if you know another child is going to be in your child's classroom, maybe you know that parent, maybe you can set up a play date. That way your child will be able to come familiar with someone else that will be in the same classroom together with them. So I want to suggest to do that. Now, as the moment comes to the new day, you want to just stay positive. You don't want to say things like, I am so nervous and Johnny's going to be nervous. You don't want to have that conversation. Because what happens is your child starts having the expectation of being nervous. And then you start, you're nervous. So if you're nervous about it, keep that, try to pull this together as mama, pull it together as daddy, just go ahead and pull this thing together. And if you're feeling that way, keep that feeling to yourself, but don't let your child hear you saying those conversations around them about how nervous you are, how wrecked you're going to be, and how it's going to be so hard for you to let Johnny go to the new school. And Johnny is picking all of this up, and he knows that, oh, Mommy's going to be sad because I'm going to a new school. So you want to be positive. You want to only say positive things around your child about their new school. You want to make this a big, wonderful, exciting, positive moment. So that's what I want to suggest to you. You want to go ahead and do that. Now, when school starts, the first day of school, like I said, you want to be positive. You want to go in, even though you may feel like you want to cry. Please try not to have those tears coming down your eyes as you take your child to school, because your child can pick up on how you're feeling, and you don't want them to pick up on that feeling. If you can, like I said, just keep those feelings. You can cry after you drop them off. Go in the car, cry after the fact. So on your first day of school, what I want to suggest is when you drop your child off, you want to drop your child off, and you let them get adjusted, and you wave bye-bye with a smile, and you tell them, have a good day. Mommy's gonna go ahead and leave now, and you leave. And sometimes what I find is it's hard for the parent, and they'll come back 5 minutes later or 10 minutes later, and the child is trying to get adjusted. And what happens is it makes the child have a harder time. The child start crying all over again. So what I want to suggest is when you drop your child off, to trust the teacher to help them get adjusted. Trust your child to get through that process, because you're going to go ahead and prepare them for that moment. Trust your child to go ahead and get through that moment. So I'm going to ask that you go ahead and wave bye-bye, and you walk and you leave. And if you need to cry in the car, then that's okay then. Go ahead and cry. But I'm going to ask as a prayer that you keep it together, that you have those positive conversations. Read books about it. Be positive about it. Go ahead and have conversation about it. The new teacher, who's the new teacher name. If you know some of the friends, mention the friend's name and how this is going to be a great, great moment. Remember, preparation is the key for a new moment. Preparation is the key for a new moment. So it's nothing like being prepared or nothing like having that conversation already with your child. Because what happens is you build confidence and your child will be more prepared for their first day in their new kindergarten class, in their first day in their new preschool, because you have been talking about it. You've read a book about it. You're excited about it. You're excited about you're being a big boy now, and you're going to your new classroom now. I'm so excited about it. So all this good conversation is going on. So I just want to share that with you to make that transition easier, make that separation anxiety a little bit easier. Now, I will say this. I do want to say separation anxiety can last for a few weeks. You may have a little crying for a few weeks, up to a month. That is normal, and it's okay. What I want to also suggest to you, go ahead and find out, what are the policies? What are the policies in the classroom? What are the policies? Ask the teacher, what are the policies for a crying child? My child doesn't calm down. What can I expect? Can I expect a phone call? Ask the school, will you guys give me a call if he's crying too much? Or would they sit in how does this thing work? So you do want to go ahead and ask, like, how would a teacher deal with my child having a hard moment? You want to go ahead and find that out. So I hope today that I've shared some great tips with you. This is going to be a great day, and I hope that this does be a great day and a great year, for your child. This is going to be a great year for your child. So I just want to say to you, start having those positive conversations. Go ahead and prepare your child for that moment. This is going to be a great school year. This is going to be a great year. I hope that I've shared some things with you that has been helpful. If you have found that this video has been helpful to you, please go ahead and share. Share this with someone else that that this could be helpful to. All right, have a wonderful day, afternoon, whatever the time may be for you. Thank you once again for tuning in.